Good morning, everyone. This is Radio Maria, and this is Réka and Luca in the studio. Today we are going to lead this interview with two special guests from Dallas. They are priests from the Cistercian Abbey in Dallas, and as I know, you arrived yesterday, but correct me if I'm wrong. And please introduce yourselves.
So my name is Father Thomas. I am a Cistercian, as you said, and I teach at the University of Dallas as well as our Cistercian Preparatory School. Mm-hmm.
My name is Father Augustine. I teach only in our school in Dallas, and very happy to be here.
Thank you. Okay, and how are you? How was your trip?
We're still a little tired. we flew
I can imagine.
We flew in on Sunday, and today is, what day is today?
It's Wednesday.
Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, Wednesday.
So we're just going to get acclimated in the next day or two, but then we're going to have to go back.
Oh, yeah. And how long was the flight?
We had a 10-hour flight from Dallas to Frankfurt, and then Frankfurt to Budapest was about an hour and a half.
Wow. Oh. and the time zone changes.
Yeah, my body still does not know what time it is.
But you played really good,
well,
despite that fact.
Yeah.
We had a little jam session before this interview with guitars and the piano and everything.
My short-term memory is not the best.
Yeah, for me as a student, it was a surprise that we are expecting guests from America. It's such a big thing. And where did the idea come from that you are going to come here?
Well, our monastery has a very special connection to the Cistercians in Hungary because in the 1950s, Cistercians from Hungary started the monastery in Dallas. And so we've always had a special connection to the Abbey of Zierz here in Hungary. And so it's a joy for us to maintain that connection. And since we have a school as well in Dallas, we're excited to learn about the different Cistercian schools in Hungary.
Oh, we didn't know that. And as we know, you've already visited the Cistercian events and the resort center at Balatonalmádi.
Yes.
And it's your first time in our school. What are your impressions?
So far.
Yes.
I think this is a wonderful school. The spirit of this school is very positive and very powerful and energetic. And in just 3 hours, I feel like part of the family now.
Oh, that's so cool. I felt like that 3 hours would be really short, but I hope we could show a little bit of our vibrant school life because it's a lot. Mm-hmm. I've never been to America, of course, but I'm not planning to go anytime soon. But can you tell me what is your school look like, or just the spirit as we're talking about our school spirits?
So our school starts in 5th grade, and it goes through high school. It's only for boys, and there are about 45 boys in each class. And each class is called a form.
Yeah.
And there is a form master, who is usually a Cistercian. Father Augustine can speak to that more. But we offer the normal course load of science and language and religion. And we also have plenty of sports teams that have the Cistercian name on the jerseys.
Are they competing?
Oh,
too?
yes. And sometimes they're even winning championships.
Oh, that's so cool.
Our soccer team is quite good. That's our best sport right now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's impressive.
The sports are very much a part of the life of most of the high schools in Dallas. So it's very normal in Dallas for the school to have teams in different sports and to compete against other schools of a similar type and a similar size. And so that is a huge difference maybe between the schools in Hungary and the schools in Dallas. Also, of course, with only boys, you have to have sports because otherwise they would be like gorillas breaking the furniture. You know.
Yeah, they have a lot of energy.
Very destructive.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, in total, how many students are we talking about?
We have about 350 students from grades 5 through 12.
Yeah, and how many teachers?
About 45.
45, 50, in that area.
It's a lot. The students, we are about 700, 750.
800, maybe, with the new students.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Circa 7 or 800.
Yeah. So it's the half of that.
And there are 40 kids in a class.
Yeah, almost. It's a pretty big classes.
Yes.
But as you described, as I know from my little knowledge, this is in the normal system in America, right? So usually they have preschool, middle school, high school, and that's all the thing. Why is it different in your school? It's not the normal, right?
It's not normal for the United States, but it is the heritage of the Hungarian Cistercians. They brought over with them the model that they were familiar with here in Székesfehérvár and Budapest and whatnot. So I think it is a unique system, and it creates a beautiful relationship between the students and the teachers, especially the form master.
Yeah.
Because the form master will continue the relationship for the entire life of the students, not just those 8 years that they spend at our school.
Yeah, so this is unusual system is working in America too.
It's working for us in our school. At the
I'm
very
proud
least.
to hear that.
Yeah.
We checked the pictures of your school, and it looked like a combination of classical and modern architecture. So it's a huge school complex, and it totally looked like a private school. Is it a private school, or
It's like a normal one?
It's a private school, and we have indeed a blend of the old and the new architecture. We also have a lot of forest area around us, and there's even a little river that goes by our football field. So you feel as though you're off in this enchanted place, separated from the big city of Dallas.
Yeah, and we're a little oasis of nature and peace, but surrounded by 7 million people just in the northern part of Texas.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. But
Yes.
but the environment sounds calming. Like
It is.
it's really good for studying. And you said that it's a private school. How can the students get in?
So we have a competitive process of admissions. Every year we take about 42 new boys in the 5th grade, and maybe there are about 110 applications for those 42 spaces. So you have to have pretty good scores in reading and mathematics. And the boys are majority Catholic, but not all of them are Catholic.
It's almost the same in here, right?
Yeah, it's pretty similar.
Yeah, and I read a little about the school in Dallas. Yeah, a lot. And one article said that it's one of the best school to prepare the students for college. Is it true? Or it's just
Well, we are a little biased because it's our school.
Yeah.
But I think the grades and the test scores prove that we are one of the best schools in Texas, if not the country.
It's a big achievement, right?
It is.
It's a big title.
And we're a very hard school. All of our boys take the same core classes, so they don't get to choose the easy math. They take the hard math.
Everyone.
And sometimes they get a low grade at Cistercian, but then they go to the university and they're the best student because that's how good our program is.
So the university is connected to directly, or how is it?
So the University of Dallas is a Catholic university, but it is not connected to Cistercian at all.
Yeah.
And most of our boys will go to other universities. They don't really want to just go
Stay
across
in
the
Texas.
street.
Yeah,
for-
it's pretty
for
boring,
college,
right?
and I understand that, but our students will go to every different corner of the United States for college.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. Were you in any classes in this school right now, or the past 3 hours? Did you visited any of the classes?
We've not visited a class. We were in the school chapel
Yeah.
for a little while, and then we were also speaking with some of your teachers and administrators before that over
Cool.
coffee.
Oh, I remember what I was. So you mentioned that your system is really good, and all of the students, or almost all of the students, go to the college that they choose. What do you think why they are so good? Is it the system, or simply they are really smart and you're good teachers? What do you think?
So I think it's a combination of things. We have a lot of support from good families, so parents who raise their sons very well. They're smart boys. You have to be smart to be accepted to our school.
Yeah.
But maybe most importantly, we teach them how to work hard for many years and how to think. And that allows them to be successful in whichever university they attend.
Can you imagine yourselves in Hungary?
What do you mean by that?
Coming back here in a few years or months, or even staying there?
For a jam session again, maybe?
Well, if you invite us back to play music,
of course,
we'll
I really enjoyed it.
It was a blast, and we've had immense fun already in these few days. We're hoping to strengthen the relationship between our monastery in Dallas and the Cistercian schools here. We don't know what that will look like concretely in the future, but I hope that more of our monks from Dallas will be able to get an experience of the life here.
And I heard that you're going to stay here in this week. Am I correct?
We will be here until Saturday.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So it's only a short visit that we get.
And what programs did you plan for the staying?
Well, we're going to the different Cistercian schools. So we were in Budapest yesterday at St. Imre. We will be going to Pannonhalma from here this afternoon.
Wow.
We'll be back in Kismaros, the monastery of nuns, tonight. And then we will go to Pécs on Thursday evening, and we'll be in the Pécs school on Friday.
Wow.
So you're going to meet a lot of people.
We're going to meet a lot of people.
Yeah, and as I experienced, the American way of thinking is slightly different from ours. What do you experience so far? Because what I mean is like, for example, many people say that Hungarian people are really tempered and like I don't know what are the stereotypes about Hungarian people, but not the same as the American stereotypes. Did you experience anything about it or not?
So in my experience, Hungarians always speak very directly.
They are blunt.
But I think there are a lot of people in America, perhaps especially in Texas. We like that kind of talk.
Okay,
so
that's cool.
Yeah.
And I think the United States is such a diverse country that it's hard to find a stereotype for the typical American, because there are so many different nationalities that have mixed together.
Yeah, it's really hard to imagine what it's like, because it's really big and it's really far away. So I hope we can plan in the future a bigger interview about it, because I'm really interested in this thing. And one last question for you, Thomas. As I know, you have a book, right? And one of our teachers translated into Hungarian.
She did. She did a wonderful job. I haven't read the Hungarian
translation. Obviously, but I haven't read the whole book. I just saw the idea of it and really liked it. What did the book writing process was like? What was the goal with this book?
So it's a bit of a strange book. It's a collection of letters that I wrote to different historical figures and literary characters and people in the Bible. I wanted a way to share ideas that didn't involve preaching a sermon at people. And so I thought, even if Albert Einstein is dead, I can still write to him.
Yeah.
I can share ideas about faith and science and philosophy and culture. And so I just collected a bunch of letters to people as different as Einstein or Audrey Hepburn or the mythological character Narcissus or Simon of Cyrene from the Bible. And I'm just sharing things that have come to me in my prayer or my thinking. And that's what your teacher translated for the people in Hungary.
Is it not true that one of your sources of inspiration for the book was the first Pope John Paul?
Yes, so I stole the idea, actually, from Pope John Paul I. He wrote little letters in his diocesan newspaper to people like King David and Pinocchio. I thought that was so cool, and so I just wanted to imitate him in doing that.
Do your students read this book? Or is it popular?
It's not on the New York Times bestseller list, but I do have some students who tell me that they've read it, and that's really gratifying.
I hope it gets popular in Hungary too.
Yeah.
And I hope we will see you soon, maybe for a longer podcast or interview, and get to know each other better. Thank you for coming today, and have a nice day in Hungary.
You're quite welcome. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shen.